Okay, so in this video, we are going to learn about impulse. So what is impulse? So impulse is change in momentum. Okay, so if the question asks about the definition of impulse, you can say that impulse is change in momentum. So we know already that the formula for momentum is m times v. So change in momentum is basically m times v minus m times u, which is the final momentum minus initial momentum. So you get change in momentum. Okay, so another formula you're going to learn about impulse is also Ft. So Ft is also impulse. F is force and T is time. Okay, so impulse, the formula for impulse, you can use Ft and also mv minus mu. Okay, so the unit of impulse, because impulse is actually changing momentum, the unit can also be kg meter per second, which is the unit for momentum. Other than that, you can also use the formula Ft and get the unit from there. So impulse, the unit is F times T, where F is force, so Newton, and then T is time, so Newton second. Okay, so let's try and do some questions regarding impulse. Okay, let's try and do number 2. So here, this is 2 kg object. It is moving with the force 20 Newton. So then it hits a wall to a stop into 0.2 seconds. So calculate the impulse. Remember just now we know that the impulse, there's two formula for you to calculate impulse. You can use Ft or you can use mv minus mu. So it depends on the question, which one is more suitable. So for this one, we will use Ft because that's the information that we already have. Okay, so F is force. So force is 20. And then the time is 0.2. So you will get 4 Newton second. So this is the answer for A, 4 Newton second. Okay. Next question, what is the velocity before it hits the wall? Okay, so now we already know that the force times time is impulse. And we know that Ft equals to mv minus mu. So Ft is 4. So mv minus mu, so we know that m is 2. Okay, minus, so 4 is 2v. So V is 2 meter per second. So the answer for B is 2 meter per second. Okay, we can try another question. Okay, let's do question number 4. So here, this is a 5 kg object. Okay, and then it moved towards the wall, okay, with initial velocity of 4 meter per second. And then it bounced back at 2 meter per second. So calculate the change of momentum. Okay, you have to remember that momentum is a vector quantity. So if it is a vector quantity, so you have to take into consideration its magnitude and also its direction. Okay, so in this case, to calculate momentum, okay, we know that the momentum formula is mv. So v is the velocity. Alright, so here it moves to the right at 4 meter per second. And then it moves to the left with 2 meter per second. So since the direction is different and this is a vector quantity, you have to remember to put one of these two velocity, it has to be negative. So let's say we use negative 2. So 4 will be the positive value. So calculate the change in momentum, mv minus mu. So we can use the formula, m is mass. Okay, so mass is 5 and then our v value is 2, but this is negative 2. Okay, minus m is mass 5 and then our u is 4. So as you can see here, negative 10 minus 20, you will get negative 30. Alright, the unit is kg meter per second, or you can use Newton second. But in the exam, the final answer, you will just put 30. Why no negative? Because usually impulse, we treat impulse as positive value. So the final answer will be 30 kg meter per second or 30 Newton second. Okay. However, you can also try and use the, the other way around. For example, now we treat this 4 value as negative 4 meter per second, and then this one is positive 2 meter per second. Okay, so we know that the formula is mv minus mu. So 5 times 2, because now we treat the 2 as positive, and then we minus with 5. 4 is our negative 4. So now 10 plus 20, you will get 30 kg meter per second or 30 Newton second. As I mentioned earlier, you will always get the same answer. Okay, it's just that positive and negative to indicate direction. Okay, the magnitude will always be the same. So this is how you answer questions regarding impulse or change in momentum.